This is my new bathroom. So today is the last day of us having this bathroom because we're just packing up some stuff. This is about to get ripped out tomorrow because NDIS has finally just funded an accessible bathroom. So the reason that we are ripping out the bathroom is because I can't use the shower properly. So we're getting a big shower put in, and of course that means the bath has to go away. So unfortunately we're kind of doing a bit of a like a jiggery pokery thing with making the shower bigger, which we have to move the bath, and as a consequence we've got to shift everything around in this bathroom. So the reason why I can't really use the shower is because even though the door opens, it's tricky for me to get my wheelchair in this little gap, and the sides are made of glass in case I dunk them. So there's also this little lip here, which of course I could just like lift my front wheels up and mod them over. But even once I'm sitting in the shower, if there was a shower seat in there, I couldn't then shut the shower door because then I wouldn't have any access to my wheelchair because my wheelchair would be outside the shower when the door was shut, and of course I couldn't reach it. So that's basically why we're ripping out the bathroom, and I'm really looking forward to getting a new bathroom that I can actually use it because it's the main family bathroom and I'm having to use my parents' ensuite with like the shower sort of being ripped apart and the shower curtain in there, and it's just not very good when I'm like 18 and I'm still using my parents' ensuite. So it'd be really good if we can get this sorted and I can finally use this bathroom. So I'm looking forward to that tomorrow. So this is my new bathroom, which we've just got made entirely accessible for myself because the old bathroom wasn't really working for me. The two main features that we really put a lot of effort in thinking about making it work for me, the best was the toilet here and this big shower.
I can see you've got a lot of room in here, Elise.
This was actually originally a bedroom in the first place, and then it was made into a bathroom. So that's why it was pretty big, and it did have a bath in it. And now we've ripped out the bath, so there's extra room to have a large shower for myself. This vanity here is the only item in the bathroom that we actually, that was the original and we ended up keeping. It's purely because it's really hard to find vanities at the moment on the market that are made accessible. So basically what that means is just I can get my knees underneath it and it's not boxed in inside the actual vanity that actually has storage, because all of them just have the separate sink just standing up on its own, which is fine, but there's no place to put your toothbrushes. So then you've got to have a separate storage area to then have your toothbrushes, and it gets all pretty complicated. So what my mum did an amazing job of, she actually did some repainting with some of the sections. So this lighter wood part was repainted and limed, so it kind of matches in with the interior that we're kind of going for. Yeah, and the other thing is we did get also like new fittings and stuff, so it kind of went with the other fittings that we're using for the shower and the toilet and things. And of course we've got nicer handles here for the sink, so it's like slightly easier knobs to turn, just the one direction rather than the actual turny knobs. I don't know what they're called. One of the other things about this bathroom is we ended up getting a full length mirror. So that's been actually really helpful because a lot of the mirrors in places, they kind of like chop half your head off and you can only see like the top part of your head, which is not very helpful. So what we ended up doing is we decided just to go easy and put a full length mirror as well as this mirror that we've got above the sink. So yeah, we kind of get to see all angles, I suppose. As part of the shower, one of the things we requested is to have a glass shower screen, because in a lot of the accessible bathrooms that they make these days, they just have one of these plastic shower curtains. And besides not looking as good, unfortunately, you can get a lot of like water just goes straight underneath the shower curtain, and everything kind of just gets wet. So we thought we want everything to be really quite dry in this bathroom, and we don't want a wet room really. And so as part of that, we also got the floor regraded, and you can see from this beginning point of the shower, it actually slopes down so no water comes out and around while you're having a shower and nothing else gets wet.
Now that's quite a large glass shower screen. It looks a little bit bigger than normal.
So this shower screen is quite a lot bigger than normal, and because of that we did need to put this bar up the top, which basically just steadies the shower screen, because sometimes if you accidentally whack it, or I've actually backed into it a couple of times not realizing it was there or that close, and the whole thing does really wobble. So it's just there for reassurance, that it's nice and steady.
And if you knock it, is it going to smash if you hit your wheelchair into it?
Depends how hard. It has just wobbled quite a bit a few times, but no hint of smashing yet. In designing the shower, it was quite complex because there's a lot of features of it that we have to think of where everything is placed very carefully. So one of the biggest part of this shower is probably most obviously this shower chair that we've got going on. This is a little bit different to the normal type of shower chair or seat that you'd normally see, because we actually got this custom made, which was a bit of a step out there, but it was definitely worth it, because with some of the shower seats that they've got on the market, unfortunately they're not very well thought out when they design them or made them, because it's sort of the one size fits all type of thing, and they might go out to here and they'll be made for a big guy and it'll be quite high, and as a consequence my legs will be dangling underneath, and that's a hazard in me falling over. So with the shower seat, it basically, as you can see, it's popped up on the wall here, so it means other people can use and have a shower very easily without having to constantly take in and out a shower seat all the time for when they're having a shower. So it basically goes down like this, so it is fairly small.
Can you get bigger ones?
Because this is custom made, this is the requirements and the sizing that we stipulated. I actually don't know. Can you get bigger ones? You can. Okay, so you can actually get bigger ones if you do need to have something that's slightly bigger, because I am quite a small person. But I do know there's quite a few small people in wheelchairs, and they make a lot of just big ones. So we've also got this, which is a foam, it's a hard foam mat that you can attach to it. So it's got some elastic on the bottom, and it just sits underneath, on top of this, and it makes it slightly more comfortable if you've got any pressure issues, or me, because I've got a lot of leg spasms and stuff. They are very pressure sensitive and react when I sit on a hard surface. So I find just having this mat here is handy, and especially because you can take it off and wash it really easily. So the way I have a shower at the moment, it does vary from person to person, but basically what I do is I jump out of my chair. Actually, no, first what I actually do is I always grab one of these towels because I don't want to get my chair wet. So I jump out of my chair and then I would take the brakes off, and of course I've got to push it away from me because I don't want to accidentally get like spray or splatter on the chair. So what I do is I push it away as far as possible, but I still want to reach it again. So I'm getting it. So I'd put it approximately there, and then of course I put the towel over the top so it doesn't get wet. Okay, that was actually very, very smooth. Proud of myself. Okay, probably, you don't want it having draggy on the floor because, there we go, it gets wet. So it's basically just how I have a shower, and then, yeah, of course I take the chair back again when I'm done, and then I pop the towel on the base of the chair, so I can sit on the chair without wetting everything, basically. Then, I guess the purpose of this bar here, I'm not really much of a fan of having bars and stuff in bathrooms because it does make it look awful lot disabled, really. But purely because this shower seat that I've got here is quite small, and I don't have full stomach muscles either. If I like bend down to, I don't know, shave my legs or whatever, I can't get back up again. So in that scenario, I would then use the bar to pull myself back up when I'm right down here. The other thing is it's handy to put stuff on, I guess. And yeah, one of the things that took us quite a while with designing this bathroom is putting everything in the exact location so I can like reach everything. And also one of the things is there was quite a complex thinking process behind getting a like manual shower rose and getting one up the top here. So as you can see, we have two shower heads here, and that's I guess for when, you know, other people want to use this bathroom as well, they can just have a normal shower from the top. But it also means that I can have a shower and wet my legs as well, because having the water just coming from the top, you're not able to move yourself around like a normal person, an able-bodied person, under the water and make sure you're all covered. You've got to have something going on your legs. So what I really like to do is I actually have the top one going, which is controlled by this little guy, and so I have that going on my head, and then I also have this going at a lower level, and because we can move this around, I have this pointing down at my legs, so it also goes on my legs and I don't get my legs cold. So yeah, that's kind of it.
You've got a big gap in front of your legs there.
Yeah, so we made this shower slightly bigger than normal because, like I said before, I have a lot of leg spasms, and sometimes my leg might like entirely extend and spasm out, and we measured it, and I've got to have enough room for them to go completely straight, as they could like damage themselves if there was, I don't know, this glass shower screen further forward. So it's just so they don't hit the shower screen and damage themselves.
How did you work out where everything was positioned?
We did some trial runs to make sure everything was in the right position. So we'd get like just a regular seat and sit here and try and work out where you did everything. But it was quite, stressful because once we knew, what we'd stipulated, there was no going back in case something changed. And I guess that's why we did push to get the handrail here, because normally I would have said I'm good, thank you, but just for later down the track in case I deteriorate or something, it's good having it there as just a backup.
Now that looks much shorter than a normal handrail.
Like everything in this bathroom, we measured it 5 times or something, and yeah, the shower rail is in quite a different position than a lot of people would have theirs, slightly higher or something. But because it's specifically to to help me with balance and stuff, or if I bend over, it's down low so I can get back up. So one of the last things that we did when we were designing this bathroom is, of course, the toilet. We also, like the shower and everything else, did a lot of thinking behind it. And one of the things you can tell is we thought we'd put the cistern behind the wall. And this is because, like most families, I also take turns with cleaning the bathroom, and that means I do need the room if I want to get round the entire the toilet to be able to clean down the other side or pick something up. So if the toilet was sitting out an extra this far, I'd say it would mean, look, I could do it, but it'd be tight, and I don't want to have to do, a 3-point turn just to get in that gap all the time. So that's why we basically decided just to put it behind the wall, make it easy, and it's ended up working quite well. So we have that, and of course we have another bar here. We got this bar and we're pretty happy with it because it also attached to the to a toilet roll holder. So that was kind of, a 2-in-1 bonus. Because it is difficult when you have so many things in one space and trying to get the right positioning for everything, and then it all, overlaps and becomes just a complicated mess. So basically the idea of putting the handrail in, I'll show you, but it's because when I transfer onto the toilet, I use it to get across. Now, the other way of doing that is putting your hand on the toilet seat and just putting it at the back here and using that just to lever yourself across. But because I often can get, arthritic hands and things, we just thought it'd be easier to actually just put a handrail in, and in case I do deteriorate down the track, it's at least in there as a precaution, I guess. So yeah, that's that. So this handrail here is short. You can get a lot of different length ones, and we stipulated we did want quite a short one because I do know you can get ones that kind of like wrap around the wall type of thing, but there's kind of not really any benefit to that unless you actually can stand up and use it to, pull yourself up or something. And at the moment, it's purely just so I don't have to put my hand on the toilet seat. So yeah, we basically just stipulated the length, which was kind of the shortest one that they sold, and popped it here. So, and basically in putting it here, that kind of just is replicating the position that I would, you know, use it and transferring myself onto my chair, and it's a good height to, you know, hoik myself up and shimmy across. Yes.
Now I noticed you've got a nice little cupboard there. Tell me about that.
So this little contraption is a cupboard. We basically just got it built in to put like all my toiletry stuff away, because we originally had just a low stool and sat all my gear on it, but you know, it didn't look that great, and just having all your stuff out, you know, if you end up having visitors or something, it's probably just not ideal, having everything on show. So basically it just is a little cupboard. It kind of just contains my catheters really, and some hand sanitizer, all the fun stuff. And yeah, basically both these drawers can open like this, and we made it so it was recessed into the wall here, so it didn't stick out too much. It does have to stick out a bit because of the sliding doors that we've got going, but you know, it's the best we could do, and I think we did a pretty good job. Yeah. Now you probably can see we've got some little bits of sticky tape on the toilet here, and I'm guessing you're wondering why. It's basically because my chair is made of titanium. It's a titanium alloy. So basically, and of course the toilet is porcelain, and if they go near each other, they make dirty great marks, and you can't get it off. So basically what we've done is we've measured the position, and we've put some sticky tape over the top to just prevent when I go up to the toilet like so, this part of my chair just here doesn't clash. Of course my knee's in the way right now, but you can see it can clash and touch, and then we don't want to have big dirty marks all over the toilet forever. So that is the thinking process behind why we have sticky tape on the toilet. I hope you've enjoyed the video of our bathroom. Bit of fun making it, but I also hope you can use it to, you know, get your brain juices flowing with some ideas if you're planning to renovate and making a bathroom accessible.